Peace and blessings. Keep up the lessons. You know who this is. Crypto B-Boy coming at you. Yeah, I'm here up this morning trying to get to you guys and give you a, video. We're going to jump in. So just be with it. Are you ready? Are you ready? Let's get it. Alrighty then. So good morning and everything, and peace in the Middle East and all over the world, pretty much. But yeah, let's get into it, man. I want to get into John Deaton. He did a video yesterday, and he dropped a lot of jewels, man. He spoke about why it's not possible to hold the SEC or any governmental agency, government authorities or whatever, accountable for their wrongs and their crimes. Let's get in. Hold on for a sec. All right. Okay, here we go.
All right. For example, alleging XRP itself is a security, knowing full well that in the 76 years since the Howie K.
Oh, hold on. This part. This was the part. I'm sorry. Let me get it to where I wanted it. I'm sorry about that, guys.
Question that is posed time and time again, at least every week. I get the question of why hasn't the SEC been held accountable for the harm it commits? You know, they're supposed to go after companies who commit fraud and who violate the law and harm investors, but what about when they harm investors? And so everybody knows that immediately, 9 days after the Ripple lawsuit was filed, I put in a federal pleading in a writ of mandamus that this lawsuit appeared to be used as a weapon. So what makes them confident to be able to do those kind of things? Why do SEC lawyers get to ignore the law and assert allegations that they know are without merit?
Now, we're going to go ahead because he gets into his time, how he does his thing, and he even mentions it in his video. And you guys can watch his video. I'm going to post his link in the description area. And I would advise to watch it because you'll get a little more depth from him. This is his video. So I'm just going over some of the main parts, the juicy parts, and that explain the actual why. Because he gets after this, he gets into examples, and then he goes into the timeline, and how he pieces everything together on different situations that took place or different statements that were made, like by Hinman or Jay Clayton's maneuvers, any of these things that led up to where we are now. So that's how, John does his thing anyway, and shout outs to him. But we're going to go up and speed it up to, a little bit further past where we're at now. Just give me a sec and I'll get over there for you guys. Okay, hold on. Sorry. Let me see where we're at. Down a little bit. Right there. Okay.
Why was Ripple sued? That's why I said that the way the suit went down and all this evidence points to nefarious reasons. Call me a conspiracy theorist all you want, but me and my 75,000 people have proven otherwise, okay? Now let's answer why. Why do they get away with it? Oh, and sorry, thank you to my people, Grunfest letter. Let's not forget that, the Grunfest letter that basically said, all you people are leaving at the SEC. The Grunfest, the most esteemed SEC commissioner possibly in history of the United States, respected by Republicans and Democrats alike. He was actually a Democrat appointed by Ronald Reagan. Okay, so that's how respected the man is at Stanford Law School as a professor as well. He said that if you file this lawsuit, it calls into question the use of discretion. In other words, people, I'm calling out your motive. And let's not forget that Joe Grunfest helped the Ethereum founders. He's no XRP hack, okay, or anything like that. Just like I own ETH, and I'm not an XRP maximus. Okay, so it gets us to that ultimate question of why. All right, why do they get to have such impunity? Okay, and can we hold them accountable? And it comes down to a concept of sovereign immunity. Okay, now here's a really quick tutorial on what sovereign immunity is. It comes back from English common law, you know, and it basically said that if you were the king or the king's officers, then you could not be sued under the law. Why? Because the king can do no wrong. The king is above the law because he is the king. And that was the law. Well, when the colonies took over, they got away with that, kingship stuff. But lo and behold, the doctrine of sovereign immunity continued in American jurisprudence. And probably in 1783 or whenever the year was, let's face it, the federal government did not have a lot of power back then. There certainly weren't the federal agencies exercising power the way they are today. So that's basically it. You can't sue.
That's it from him that I'm going to allow you to hear. You can go, like I said, go into his video and watch the rest of the remaining of what I didn't use. And like this, because, I have my time on the video that I'm doing here for you. But also, guys, don't forget to subscribe to your bro, and, give some support. I try to do my best to give you as much as information and entertain you and all that. And I'm going to be trying to do more things, and putting some more time in for the YouTuber space because, of course, value is very important, right? So anyway, let's get into. Oh, I wanted to say also, my man, Future, that is one of the crew of Joe Schmoes and his Twitter Space morning show, and he was speaking. Well, actually, I think I asked the question about this. Why don't we go and sue them or what so forth? And then he says you have to get permission from the higher up authorities, especially the president. From what I think he mentioned, more or less the president. So it was in line of what John was saying, pretty much. Okay, so I hope you guys enjoy his video and get in because it is very, very informative. Okay, so now let's go to the other stuff that I wanted to come to you guys with, which is, give me a second. Yeah, I'm pulling it up. Okay, I'm gonna try to get the thing going for ya. Now, this is again, this is the Polaris project. This is a PDF for the Polaris project that I was talking about from BIS, and I had talked about it in the video before a little bit and read a little bit out of it. I'm just what I'm going to do, touch some points and some areas that we can have some concern, and then also maybe it might be some good out of it. I'm thinking it's going to be a bit of both. It's going to be some concern things and things of people having fun, of course, but then there's things that are some benefits on certain levels. So listen to this part as he was speaking with civil contingency. There are a range of situations that could make established infrastructure and network connectivity unavailable for a prolonged period of time, such as cyber attacks, natural disasters, or conflicts. In these civil contingency scenarios, the ability to pay with CBDC when offline could allow payments ecosystem to continue to function where other electronic payment methods would be unable to operate. So to me, that's something to be concerned about. And, this is also another thing as I was reading, and I'm trying to read almost every day now, as I was able to get this PDF. And shout outs to my man, excuse me, to my sis Lala, and she used to do crypto streets with another person. I can't remember her name, but it was a while back, and even T sat in, and a few of the people that I know on the, in the crypto space that and XRP community that would go there and also get a good word in and dialogue. So her spot is still functional. She every now and then comes up with a space and does some little bit of talk on things. But she did this, and she went through a whole PDF, spent hours, like a few hours, to go through a PDF in her space. So she posted the PDF, and everybody had availability to it. So I have it myself, and it's accessible online. You can go to the website, and you should be able to get it as well. And read it. I mean, I would say to go through it to the best of your ability. But I'm doing this for you guys, and those who have not seen it or don't know about it, this is for you. And so, let me continue on. Just give me a sec. I'm going to go down. We're going to scroll on down. Okay. To chapter 4. And you're going to go to page. Sorry, guys. I'm going to go to page 38. Alrighty. We should be there in a minute. Just give me a second. We're almost there. I have to do the scrolling because I don't want to pass it. Okay. And because I can use the faster scroll, but sometimes that thing pushes that thing down, man. Okay, so this one I was just checking out and looking into limiting the lifetime or uses of cryptographic keys. Purses, which purses are a software in the user's device that allows functionality, for the payments or on offline payment functionality. So it is like almost like a wallet in a sense, but it has a different technology to it. But it allows the basic maneuvers and functionality of the payment process there. So it says purses may be limited the number of uses or the lifetime of specific cryptographic keys for risk management purposes. So it's going to be a limited time that you're because you're going to have keys, and in here you can read and find out about the cryptographic keys that will be able to be in your purse, and you can use and to also help to protect you and so forth like this. In software-based purses, it is common to require keys and associated certificates to be refreshed periodically. But devices may need to have access to sufficient network bandwidth in order to allow for new keys to be uploaded, which may not always be possible. This would create trade-offs between security and network accessibility. Okay, so that's that. And I want to go down again and try to get to a little bit. Oh, we can read a little bit about Purse. Purse application software should be run with a tamper-resistant user device. This will perform a range of functions, including some or all following major, which is the following, and they're giving what they are. Managing a secure value transfer protocol to allow secure offline payments to be made to other purses on other user devices. Providing methods to mutually authenticate with other purses. Supporting the value transfer mechanisms such as data processing and cryptographic algorithms used to implement the value transfer protocol. Managing purse balances in whatever form they are presented. Okay, so let's go down and get to where I wanted to get to, which is on page 42, and this is interoperability, which that is a famous word for many of us, and those who know that this is what we really want to know in relation to the functionality of different technologies that are going to interact, whether it could be a cryptocurrency, digital currency, what have you, the same, which is pretty much the same token tokenization types of networks, and that can interoperability or have interoperability with CBDC processes. So as it says here, interoperability is key to the user experience, and this is what a lot of people talk about. T is one of them, K Moore, Baggins, different guys that I know that I've heard speak a lot about this and the importance of it. Utility, acceptance, and adoption of CBDC. For CBDC systems to support offline payments, two main interoperability issues need to be considered: interoperability between different offline solutions and interoperability online and offline solutions. So it's they got to have certain things in place. Okay, it's not going to be like free, and know that the CBDCs is a centralized function of payments to be able to, and or transactions, money transactions in a digital form that is going to be run by the central banks. And so we know about this already. But the importance to know here in listening to this is that two main interoperability issues need to be considered: interoperability between different offline solutions and interoperability between online and offline solutions. So that's going to be different, okay? Between different offline solutions, many of these solutions for offline payments are not interoperable. Check that out. Many of the solutions for offline payments are not interoperable. So there's going to be a limit right there. That's going to be not going to be available as far as with that. Selecting a specific solution could impede the adoption of other solutions. So whatever other solutions you're going to try to do, it could impede on it, which is not something that we would want at a time when we really need to transact our money, which could have an impact on cash resemblance objectives. Lack of standards could be an obstacle to achieving interoperability. And now who's going to have control of the standards? Central banks. So that's the part that's concerning, to me. And that's my opinion. And you can, in the comment space, if I'm wrong, if you feel I'm wrong, or, what do you call, question what I said, do so. I would love it, and I would love to interact with you, whoever you are, in the comments. But just be respectful and don't come off like some people come off like I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm actually reading from the PDF. So, but I do understand. I am a person of, comprehension, mashallah, and that's my word to say that, and not being boastful in any kind of way, because I try to stay humble. Oh Lord, it's hard to be humble for many people. Yeah. And one person in particular, but I'm not going to get into that. But, may Allah help the people. That's all I could say. So although more work is needed to analyze interoperability issues, it seems unlikely that this can be resolved at a purse level such that a purse from one vendor can make an offline payment to a purse from another vendor. Support for more than one solution will require careful consideration and coordination with the private sector. Private sector, centralized, that's how I could say. So anyway, that's pretty much it where I'm going to go. And I might do another video and read through some other areas because there's so much there. I think it's over 6 chapters. So it's a good amount of extensive reading. And, something to learn about CBDCs on the level of offline CBDCs, which they're similar to the online, but they have that differences, as it was mentioned in the earlier part of my video before this. Also, I read about it, and then, you can read yourself. In the first part, it explains the difference between online and now as we are going over offline. Okay, so thank you, people. I really appreciate you guys for hanging out with me and getting some value I hope I am. I hope I'm giving you value, and I'm trying to do the best I can. And I will do more. And until next time, stay with your bro. Don't forget to subscribe. Click the like button as your way on your way out if you do like the video, and comment in the comment space and share out the video so that other people can benefit from that information, the information that I give and disseminate to the people. Okay, so anyway, peace and blessings. Keep up the lessons. This is your Crypto B-Boy coming at you. Until next time, I'm out.